gets back on all fours. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution.
It's a lot of push and shove. You know, Mike Wallace's car really was out of control the whole race.
And we've just got the official word. Kyle Busch.
Oh, trouble, trouble. Oh, and one car upside down.
Casey Atwood. And sliding through the grass, Kenson. White around.
White and yellow flag.
Atwood's car.
Didn't take much, but right into the back and turned him right into the wall.
You know, it almost looked like Mike McLaughlin might have been pushing Andy Hillenberg, and he had no way to back off. Contact, he's in a straight line, makes contact there without Andy Hillenberg, who was right behind him, run right in the back of him.
And you see McLaughlin lose control there after he bounced off of Hillenberg as Atwood. And you saw the officials with the caution flag out very quickly as leader Randy LaJoie came to the flag.
Oh, trouble.
Run in the wall, hard. Schrader in the wall, hard. Jarrett the winner, Gordon second, and Rudd on his roof for the second time in the Bud shootout, reminiscent of 1984 when his car tumbled in the air.
Sterling Marlin moving up the racetrack. A lot of times you'll get an arrow push off that corner up there. I'm sure he didn't mean to touch Bobby Labonte, but when he touched him, that just started the whole series. And of course, Ricky, he was just along for the ride once he got touched.
Believe the Toyota.
Oh, contact! Bobby Labonte's over. It's the big wreck on the final lap. They're racing back for the win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart are side by side. This is for the victory.
They're four wide, and Hamilton gets in the left rear of Bobby Labonte's car, and we see the car start tumbling down the backstretch.
And there's not a whole lot you can do. When you're behind that, all you see is smoke.
Just listen to this.
It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line.
Dog crash. Here they come. Checker flag.
Roof coming across the start-finish line.
They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer
In the bottom lane. Clint Boyer gets slid sideways. Whammo.
And he'll cross the start-finish line unofficially upside down in the 18th position.
On fire. I mean, that's three. And then I think it might have just upset his car a little bit, and he gets loose right there under a Kenseth 17 car. And
Still the last second and picks up.
He goes to the outside as Edwards goes. Oh, no! He turns him.
No, no,
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
no.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race. Let's take a look, Mike. Carl Edwards, he opened it up just a little bit.
yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is a hard lick right into the fence. I mean, that car, that looked like Bobby Allison did here in 1987.
The catch fence did its job,
Thank
and
goodness.
the car did its job.
Thank goodness we have the new, stronger, much stronger, safer catch fences. To the outside, Carl went up a little bit to block him, and 09 went right back to the bottom and clipped him.
You know, the move looked a lot like the one that Brian Vickers put on Jimmy Johnson when Vickers won.
Wow.
But what a hit.
Wow. That is 1987 all over again. Oh, my gosh. And did you see that? I believe it was Biffle that almost tried to block him again. And you get one shot at it, but you don't get two. Watch this.
What a lick.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable.
You know, and looking very carefully at the catch fencing that held, and I did not see any debris go into the grandstand.
Oh, big crash in turn number 2. David Ruderman.
goodness. 6 gets, it's like, oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious.
Wow. Like Boris said, got into the 6 car. David Reagan. Oh, my goodness. Wow, terrible.
That's a hard lick for David Reagan, but this, oh my goodness.
Ron Fellows also into the wall in that.
He won at Daytona earlier this year. Can he do it again? They wreck behind him. They're rolling behind him. Now the 88 spins. Thor Sport is going to win. It's going to be Johnny Sauter that will get the win, but they wreck behind him.
Being pushed by Miguel Paludo. He got pushed sideways into Kyle Busch.
That sends Busch sideways. Dakota Armstrong in the 60 was able to stay clear up high.
Watch Paludo flip over when Kyle gets on the right rear of his truck.
See David Starr go by. Chris Fontaine going by. Justin Lofton in the 6 truck. There's Clay Greenfield in the 68. John West Townley in the 7 going by on the inside. All 3 wide. And there's Jeb Burton coming with a big push by Miguel Paludo and pushed him sideways.
What happened to? Was that clear? It just veered to the right. Did he have something go wrong with his truck?
Turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there
Johnson
they
to
go.
the wall
They
with
wrecked.
the one of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. 1 on its roof. 1 car hard into the wall.
That was
And it ends in flames and sparks. Riding with Jimmy Johnson.
That car just stepped out a lot like it did Saturday night, Mike, when somebody got alongside of it. Man, and then he just nailed me.
Time to qualify for his pilot's license right here.
We're upside down. Nothing else is going to hit you. Stay buckled in.
Yep. These cars
results in this.
They're so sensitive, and particularly down on that corner right there. And
Kyle Larson made it through.
Unbelievable.
Boyer made it. Clint Boyer made it up and over. David Reagan head on.
Junior will win Daytona. And the big one happens behind them. Oh my God.
Runs in the back of the 24, gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 50.5. Now it's just along for the run. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
We got a terrible wreck behind you. Just hold her straight, buddy. Hold her straight.
And you heard Kevin Harvick. As much as he wants to get this time.
Hang on. This will be a wild ride. That was Tony Stewart going underneath the
Flag is out.
They're going to crash.
Sauter with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
Got jumped by the 86. Look at Timothy Peters on the inside as Christopher Bell tumbles down the front straightaway. Timothy all the way to the inside of the racetrack is, you know, a lot of new pavement down there, guys, and that makes such a huge difference.
Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4 truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell.
They're crashing roads into Crafton.
Damn.
Crafton up and over.
And Cass Gralla looks to me like, well, it just was a very aggressive push. Yeah, it looked like Grant Enfinger was trying to help. Ooh, look at Matt Crafton up and over. There's Johnny Sauter up in the middle of the mess.
outside, bottom three, close the door on the bottom. Get down, get down. Hey, truck, watch it spin, keep rolling, watch it spin, get through it.
How crazy was that view of Crafton over there? We're going to see that again.
Unbelievable. So thankful that everybody's okay.
We saw Crafton in that truck, the yellow 88, walk away from this mess.
Look at it land on the 21 of Johnny Sauter.
Scott Lagacy.
Oh, Briscoe gets loose. Austin Wayne Self around. Heavy contact with the 99 of Peters up and over.
Was able to get by. Timothy commits to the bottom. Austin Wayne comes down there. A wild ride for Timothy.
Watch this ride.
White flag.
White flag is out. 2.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble, the big one. On the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end. And Kevin Harvick was in the race lead.
Loop, yes. So he's ahead right here. So it's a matter of when this caution is displayed. See the trouble here.
And there, right there, you see Kevin Harvick just behind Clint Boyer.
Through the tri-oval, Checkered is waving. Ernie Evans wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne. And flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
What a way. Yeah, he's moving. I see him moving around in the car.
Look, there he is. Earnhardt right up on the back bumper of Rusty, and he does touch him. That's why around he goes, and that's one reason that Dale Earnhardt went down there.
That's why he was so concerned, because he touched Rusty Wallace to start this situation, it looks like.
And the car overturns about 6 or 7 times, pirouetting on its nose, end over end, side over side, comes to a rest on its wheels between the